Hello, this is a day in the life of Victor Campenaerts. I just woke up, 7:30, jumped on the bike. It's my temporal bike. Like this, I get some hours, it's only 20 minutes, in my temporal position. But the main focus is high cadence. It is a training mask which restricts my breathing a little bit, so I really have to focus on slow, deep breaths. That was it for this morning. Now I'm gonna take a cold shower, breakfast, walk the dog, and then we go to the real training. So I'm here on a long altitude camp preparing the Tour de France for the 9 weeks, which is more than common. In general, you can say the more hours you spend on altitude, the better. And of course, my goal is being in the best possible shape at the start of the Tour de France. Every spot in this apartment is used. As you can see, we have the printer machine up on the sofa. Next to the television, we have the microwave. But now we're going to go to look for the coffee machine. People might wonder, what's the best spot for the coffee machine? The best spot for the coffee machine is next to your bed. Voila, and now we wait for the coffee. I started as a swimmer at young age. I reached somewhat of a good level in swimming, but I had quite a lot the ambition to become the best. And I felt that it would be very difficult in swimming. I knew that I could ride a bike, so I tried triathlon. And I was very good in swimming, cycling, but not in running. And that's how I got the idea to do some road races. And it turned out to be that I'm very good at cycling. In the beginning of my career, I was mainly focused on time trialing, and breaking the world hour record was, of course, the biggest thing that I achieved in my career so far. And it will be very, very difficult to do something bigger than that. But now I'm focusing more on classic races and riding offensive in breakaway stages. Here on altitude, we stay in a small apartment, as you can see. At least 3 times a day we do a walk with Rosie, the dog. It's also good to have some routine in the day. We're in the garage box with the bikes, ready for the training now. We go down, I do a small warming up, and then I do 4 times 10 minutes, and it's always 1 minute just over my anaerobic threshold, so I build some lactate, and then I do 4 minutes under my anaerobic threshold, but still somewhat close to it, so I want to deal with the lactate I built at somewhat of a high pace. I ride with laces. First of all, it's more aero. Second of all, it's lighter. And then maybe the biggest benefit, when you tighten your shoe, the pressure is so much more evenly spread on your foot that it's so much more comfortable. I like it a lot to do something different than other riders. I don't ride with glasses because everybody rides with glasses. People often think that when I do something, I have a special reason for it. When riders ask me, why don't you wear glasses? I always say, did Eddy Merckx wear glasses? It's hard work, but it's not all out. This one will be just a little bit harder because we will do the effort around 1,300 meters, so there's a little bit less oxygen in the air, but it should be still okay. I'm quite convinced that I'm not really a talented rider, but I have real great work ethics. I can stick very well to a training schedule. I can stick very well to a food schedule. I can really enjoy doing that. A lot of riders, when they are focusing 100% on the job, they only do it because they have to do it. But I can really enjoy living very strict, and I think that's my greatest talent. Sometimes I listen music, but also often, especially when climbing, I like the silence. When you're doing climbs in a nice scenery where there are not a lot of cars, it's very nice. You're breathing heavily, you feel your heartbeat, and you settle into some kind of a rhythm, and I can really enjoy that. It was a good session today, 3 hours in the books, and then in the afternoon I do some rowing on EXR. The reason why I combine cycling at this moment with another sport than cycling is because cycling is quite a fixed, you don't really use a lot of muscles, and especially for the back you're in a fixed position and it can give a lot of tensions on your back. Last year I broke my back. And I want to give a bit more motion to my back. When I row, I have actually the opposite of being on the bike, and this gives a good balance. I think if we go up just a little bit, we can make a very big snowman in no time. Of course, when I'm rowing, I always row indoors. I like to use EXR because it's just a more animated way of rowing indoors. You can do workouts, you see yourself rowing at the same cadence you're actually rowing at. It's a real fun way to make indoor trainings very nice. So with the RP3 Aqua, one of the main advantages for me, and I think for everybody, is that you actually push away the device. The main advantage for me, because I'm not rowing on the water, is that this stresses less your back and gives a more dynamic feeling. After my rowing session, I cool down on the rollers, and again I can use the RP3 Aqua. This time I go on Zwift. Training is done for today. I think I need to go to bed for some time and then finish. Double training day is hard. Now I need some rest. In Belgium, or especially in Antwerp, we call this, I don't know how to say it in English, but this thing, we call it plafeture. And in Antwerp, when you go to bed, we say plafeture toe, which means you close your eyes because you go to bed. And that means you go to sleep. Rosie, plafeture toe! Plafeture toe! She knows it's time to go to bed. At this moment, by far, my biggest support is Nell. I can almost not imagine living as a professional without Nell, because she prepares all the food for me 100%, so I don't have to think anymore about weighing down the food, which is a real big help for me, and she travels actually everywhere.
Dat is mijn stukje.
Smakelijk hier een beetje.
Lekker.
We are very happy that we will become mom and dad, and we're very, very excited about our son coming to world quite soon. This knuffelke I got as a present from the brothers from Nel, and he didn't say it was a purpose, but I see this is like a sponge, the knuffel. So what I do is when I sleep like this, always. And then all the sweat gets in the knuffel. It's already smelling a little bit like me. And then when I ride the Tour de France, because very soon after our little boy is born, I will have to ride the Tour de France. Then it's very good that he has this knuffelke, so he reminds my smell when I come back home. I hope you enjoyed to watch a day in my life. Bye bye, see you the next time.